Hey you guys, it's your girl keeping it pushing, coming to you with another video. This is like a take number 872,463,272.82, or whatever number I just said. Hey you guys, your girl, I know I have not uploaded a video in a while, but your girl was having phone issues. Okay you guys, my camera wasn't working, which wasn't such a bad idea, thing, but I mean, I can't use my camera. Like, what the heck? I can't even see what I'm doing. I can't even see my facial expressions, anything. I can't see anything. So I had to break down to get a new phone. It was a line in between my phone. I done dropped that poor little phone. That phone with the phone habit. Actually, it didn't go, technically it didn't go to phone habit because it's still here. Okay, I don't know if I got some charge on it. I think I do. So y'all can see what I was going through. But I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all even see the little line? But yeah, y'all, I'm team Android. I am not team iPhone. I do not like iPhones. I do not like iPhones because I don't want to pay for all that stuff. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't want to pay for all that stuff. I don't. I can get what I need to get, and I ain't gotta pay for all that. It just is what it is. I don't think this phone has any charge. Yeah, because it was down to 1%. But as you can see, the screen is real cracked up, and yeah, you see it, it's real cracked up. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, anywho, that's why your girl then, out of place, out of sorts or whatever. And so much stuff has happened, you guys. One of the great things that has happened to me since the last time that I talked to you guys is I passed my first exam of my first semester, girl. I had passed it with an 87. I mean, I could always do better than that 87, but considering the fact that I haven't been in school in some years, y'all need to mind y'all business. Just mind your business. Because, see, I know you over there sitting there telling me, how old is she? She 50, she's 60. Mind your business. I ain't nowhere near them ages, but mind your business. Grown folks talk. Mind your business. You don't need to know how old I am. I ain't been there in a long time. That's all you need to know. Mind your business. Mind your business. But anywho, y'all, your girl passed with an 87, which I was quite excited about. First try. So I was very, 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 very excited about that. Classes start back up again for me Monday. How are you? Monday. Classes start back up with me on Monday. So your girl will be back acclimated into classes again. And then let's just go for the rodeo. Let's like take this on up out of here. We are aiming for great things. So 2023 started off very rough. It was very disappointing to me. I had a lot going on, a lot of emotional things going on, and by the grace of God, I have kept my sanity through it all. But the one thing that I have been very blessed and enlightened with is the fact that I have been going back to school, and it's making life. It gives you that motivational, that push that you need, that make you know that things are going to get better because you're doing the things to make your life greater. So, with that being said, y'all, pushing freaking crew. Okay, a lot's been going on, y'all. There's a lot been going on in the world right now. We have a lot going on with, food shortages in certain states, water pollution, we're at war now. Since people haven't been right. We've lost a lot of loved ones during this process, a lot of friends too. And we're losing friends and family and children to gun violence that's plaguing the communities all over the world. Trafficking is on a high. It's like on a serious high. Depression is on a serious high. Inflation on a serious high. It's like it's a lot going on in this world. It's a lot of things that you can turn around and look to and just be like, oh my God, you just, oh, like why? But I thank God for each and other person that this video reaches, all of my pushing crew and those that will become new pushers, you know, to just know that you share a community. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this platform, is to share a community where we all can just be our natural selves and be accepted for who we are. I said in my very first video, no, I don't walk around here with all this makeup on my face. No, I don't walk around half naked. No, I don't have eyelashes that look like I'm Snuffleupagus' little sister. I don't have that, okay? I'm bringing you the authentic me, and I think that is what I like about the channel that I'm starting, okay? It's a learning process for me, you guys, so bear with me. I know y'all watch all these other YouTubers and they got it going on. They can do this and do that, do that. Give me time and I'll be right there with everybody else. But for the most part, and for the end time, in between time, y'all got your girl. So I'm gonna be a little bit more consistent. I'm gonna have to just balance everything. You know, I could pump out at least, I could actually pump out 3 or 4 videos, 5 or 6 videos, to be honest with you. But what I want to do is to, for right now, because I'm getting my feet back wet again, and I want to research things, because I just don't want to come on. Well, I can just come on here and talk, because I can tell you about what's going on with me, child, and just make it a series, and y'all be like, God dang, pushing, like, girl, what's going on? So, but I want to come on with things that we can talk about. Things that you guys put in the comments. That's why I suggested all of you. I don't care if it's just to say hello, pushing. I'm here for it. Hey, hun, how you doing? Whatever the case may be, y'all got to start a comment underneath these videos. I don't even care if it's a thumbs down. Just comment, okay? So your girl know that this is not in vain, okay? But what's been going on here in the nation right now that we are plagued with, in light of everything that I just talked about, I mean, considering that we got fake chicken on the horizon that they put into the black community, as everything that's an experiment is always done on the black community. But that's another subject that we need to talk about, but I want to do a little bit more research on that. But the CALLIE Russell case, I know everybody's getting tired of this CALLIE Russell, and it seemed like right now the way her family looking at it is the whole world is up against this girl's shoulder, like the whole world is standing outside their front door, and it's like we leaning on it, and we leaning, and in a minute, with all the weight of all these millions and millions of people, we gonna knock that door down eventually. So my advice to the family is just go ahead and just get it over with, because I can't tell you how to act in this case, because this is a hard situation, I believe, for any mother, any father, any child, any parent, any aunt, any cousin, any brother, any sister. I know right now you guys are tired of hearing your loved one's name everywhere. But I hate to say this, it is what it is, because I mean, I can only imagine if it was me, I probably would be underneath a rock somewhere, like, just leave me alone, like, just give me a minute. And I get it, I get it, but in your minute, I think y'all are trying to finagle something else out of the situation other than what it is. CALLIE, I never believed that there was a baby on the side of their shoulder, even before the video came out of everything being shown, with you pulling over on the side of the shoulder. And the reason why I feel a kind of way, now I hope any Alabaman, a person from Alabama, I don't know what y'all call yourselves, I'm not from Alabama and I don't want to disrespect the state, as long as I can remember, and I can go back some years, okay, Okay, mind your business. I told y'all, mind y'all business. See, there y'all go. Y'all sitting in the house scratching your daggone head, smoking a cigarette. You smoking on your CBDs or whatever y'all got going on, your little glass of wine, your little liquor or whatever. Y'all playing your little music in the background like, how old are you? Mind your business. Mind your business. Alright, just mind your business. I love you, but mind your business. God. So let me stop playing with y'all. But I've been around long enough, and my family is not from Alabama, but my family is rooted down south, North Carolina, South Carolina, those regional areas, and further up north, and a little ways west too. But if I really want to be totally honest about it, my family's a little bit everywhere. I say this to say one thing, even going to North Carolina and South Carolina when we were young, it was never no pulling over on the shoulder. It was never no pulling on the shoulder. I don't care what was on that shoulder. We wasn't pulling over on that shoulder. When I went to Raleigh, Raleigh's in South Carolina, North Carolina. I don't forget. It's been so many daggone years, y'all. But when I went down to Raleigh, anywho, to visit my aunt or whatever, at the time, God rest her soul, because she's passed or whatever. Tell y'all story time about that too later on. One of the things that my mother and my father told me, because I was riding down and they thought I was going down by myself, they did not want me pulling over on nobody's shoulder. They did not want me to, be pulling up any place that I am not acclimated or familiar with. The only places they wanted me to pull into was either a hotel parking lot to go into the hotel, or they wanted me to pull into a gas station, a well-lit area where I would be under cameras so I can be sought. At the end of the day, it is the South, and one thing that my parents taught me, even though I didn't necessarily live in the South, and I wasn't deep down into the South, the same rules applies in North Carolina that it did in Alabama. Now, Alabama, y'all take it to a whole nother level, but I'm pretty doggone sure that plenty of mamas down there has told their children, you don't pull over on no shoulder, you don't do nothing, you beeline your butt home, you gas up your car, you keep enough gas in your car so you can make it home, or you make it to someplace that is safe for you. And as much as we want to say the world has progressed, we have totally digressed. And Alabama is not one of them states that I play around in. Okay, it's like me going further into Virginia and playing around out there. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these states still have sundown. Some of these states are still sundown states. A lot of these little cities within, or the little towns within the major cities, they're sundown towns. So with knowing that, I'm pretty doggone sure your parents told you about pulling on shoulders or whatever the backwoods, and you're in Alabama. It just does not strike me as, I don't care how privileged your parents are. Someone, and they're old enough, they're old enough to be even my mom. Hold up. No, because your mom looked like she in her 30s, 40s. If you're 25, your parents got to be like 40, 50, something like that. Anywho, I ain't going up in there now. I need to tell myself to mind my business. Mind your business. Pusha, mind your business. Ooh. But anywho, your parents is up in the age where, though, they taught you as well as your brother, you know what I'm saying, the importance of being safe in Alabama. So because I know this was drilled into your head, and I don't care how privileged you were, I don't care how protected you were, and I know that some parents protect their kids so much that it hinders them, but even in the hindrance, I'm pretty darn sure you don't heard of cases, you don't heard your aunties, your great aunties, your uncles, your cousins, all of them speak of Alabama in not such of a great light all the time, because just like any state or any city, it has its downsides to it. Like in the city I am in, well, it's calmed down. Well, the state that I'm in, it's calmed down. But where I grew up from is like 20 minutes from where I presently, well, I'll say 30 minutes, well, about 20 minutes from where I stay now. And that wasn't even really a city, it was a town. But anywho, we was the #1 murder capital at one point. You know what I mean? So and we wasn't even daggone capital, let alone the city. The city or state, was a damn town. So, but this was the 90s. So, I mean, I just say all this to say, every town, every state has their bad part, they have their good part. And no matter how privileged you are, no matter how much money your family has, and granted you might not have to be in certain circles, and you might not have to be in certain neighborhoods, but for some reason, for some unforeseen reason, I've noticed that, privileged kids or well-to-do off kids always want to be in the hood of things. I don't understand why, but it's just whatever, It is what it is.
You still got cigarettes?
I got one more.
I'll buy a package, you go get them, and I'll get gas on them.
I don't even want to drive her right now.
Really?
No, because when I start her up, sorry about that, y'all. My truck been acting a little crazy, like giving me this little clunk, 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 clunk. Anyway, girl, we gonna get that fixed. That'll be taken care of by tomorrow, girl. I ain't even worried about it. By tomorrow afternoon, I ain't even gonna have that issue, because we not doing that, okay? Because we just not. But anywho, we've all been in a situation where, our families has told us certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've taught us that certain situations we don't put ourselves into. And like I said, I don't understand for the life of me why well-to-do living off kids, which, I mean, I'm not going to say that. Let me take that back, because friends are friends. You can't help the family you're grown into, born into. You can't help where you live, you know what I'm saying? So, you meet cool people, it shouldn't matter where you live, you are you makes you uniquely you. And if you're cool as heck to hang around, then you should. But I've noticed, though, even though I'm saying that it's a lot of people that are well-to-do all, for some reason they have a fascination with the hood of things, and it behooves the hell out of me that what's the movie with T.I. in a minute when old boy was like, you got a Picasso in your house. You got a Picasso, you can take the piss in the hallways. I'll switch out with you in a minute. Granted, that's not my situation. Somebody puts in the goddamn hallway, I'm gonna knock on some doors. I'm about to knock somebody daggone head off. You hear me? Some piss in the damn hallway. Piss. Take your nasty ass and go and piss on that damn floor. And you gonna hear more than just me. Now we ain't on them type terms, and don't nobody wanna you paying and rent for me. Down here it's like $1,700-1,800. Like, you think I'm giving you almost $2,000 a month to walk into a building where all I smell is piss and urine and whatever? Like, I'm not doing that. So I am thankful that I have never been that off. Like, my parents always kept us in a good area. I myself, once I started my adult life, I've transitioned to where I'm at now, well, on the other end, but I have been blessed to be in places where I don't have to stress about that. I don't have 80 people sitting outside my apartment complex and I'm trying to get in the house with my kids. I'm very thankful. I'm very mindful of that. Even when you're moving into these apartment complexes, I even stress it to the leasing officers. Look, if these are one of these buildings that these kids be sitting out there all day long smoking all that, which I ain't got nothing wrong with, y'all do what you want to do. See, you're going to learn to keep it pushing. Minds their business, okay? I mind's my business, okay? I just don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. And I don't think that nobody paying their rent should have to fight through a crowd of people just to get into the front door of their house. Y'all can take that stuff elsewhere. It's like plenty of parks and all that other shit. Go on the other end of the parking lot where ain't nobody really at. Don't nobody even park their cars over there or something like that. Go over there somewhere. Why y'all sitting up here in front of these doors and these elderly people can barely walk up and down the steps? Now you blocking them from coming in the house. Like, what is going on? Anywho, back to the story at hand. It's like, that's what I said, y'all, I be going through real life stuff. I literally be going through real life stuff. So just like, I'm no different than anybody else. I'm just choosing to use this outlet as a way to get it out there. You know, somebody else is going through what I'm going through. Somebody right now going through car trouble. Somebody might be going through, you know, issues with their children. Somebody might be going through issues with their houses. I mean, it could be anything. We've all had an issue or two at some point or another in our lives. Now, back to Miss Callie Russell. I never believed that there was a baby on that shoulder, let alone a white baby. And that alone, well, I do know you pulled over, but it wasn't for no baby. You pulled over because you were staging your exit, which you did not do very well at, mind you. Might I say that? You did not do very well at that. And I'm not talking about you, or I'm not trying to come down no harder on you. Oh my God. But the truth of the matter is, you didn't think this out very well. You didn't think this out very well at all. And it's not that I'm angry. I don't even think that I'm mad. I think I'm just frustrated because I know what this one situation implicates futuristically. Now, granted, I know, because it's a little hot out here, y'all. This sun need to hurry up and go down. Look, I need it to go all the way down because, well, the kids stay with their dad, so I ain't got to worry about them no time soon today. They won't be like until later. But I know for a fact that I could have just went in the house. No, because when I finish this video, I'm cleaning out my truck. I'm preventing myself from getting out this truck. I don't care how hot it is, I can go take a shower and just be, but I'm cleaning out this daggone truck today, y'all, okay? So y'all just want to bear with me this story and me sweating, okay? This will not, I'm giving you me. You don't like me? Oh well, find another page. Go and deal with them and their fakeness, because that's just not me. But I say all this to say is that even though I'm not even from Alabama, I was taught, you know, when you go down south, that is certain protocols and certain things that I must keep in mind when I'm in the South. And even though it is 2023, and granted, I ain't got to sneak in the South, I ain't got to sneak out the South, it's still certain things that is unsaid that is just the way of life. And that's just the reality of it. Until, I don't want to say people eye off and people just change, I guess. God comes and just spread the love even further into their hearts, and for them to not be the way that they are. But that's another subject for another day. That's another topic. Back to you, Miss Russell. I just never believed it. I'm sorry. It's no way that you was brought up in the South and no one told you that. Not a grandma, not an auntie, not nothing. And you a female. And then see, first of all, I would have been okay. Let me make this abundantly clear. We already know there was no baby on that shoulder. It is nothing that you can do to convince me or anybody else in this world that there was a baby on that daggone shoulder. Unless that baby appears, which you cannot make that baby appear now because the government, they don't put it out there. There was no baby on that shoulder. Now, I'm not saying that at night things don't look the same, but for you to sit up here and say that it was a toddler, 3 to 4 years old, white, with a diaper and a blue shirt on, and when you was talking to the 911 operator, you were saying you are driving alongside the baby. The 911, if y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong, the 911 operator said to you, did you try to get out to get the baby? You said no, you're riding alongside and you're watching the baby. But we're looking at you as you're driving up and there's nothing there. So what at this point, child, I would have just felt better if you'd have said, I got abducted by aliens. The aliens came down, y'all don't see it, it's a glitch somewhere that y'all don't see, and I got taken up by the aliens. Poof. I was up there. Poof. I was up there with the aliens. And they was doing whatever they was doing, probing and probbing, taking pictures. I mean, that took me back to Tales from the Dark Side. Ooh, I'm telling my age. Ooh, child, chickens. Mind your business. Mind your business. Now, Miss Callie, nobody believes you, baby. And let me say this too. As a matter of fact, let me stop doing everything that I'm doing right now because I want you to sincerely hear this from me. If this did take place, I so humbly apologize for discrediting what you said that happened to you. I'm just saying that you didn't get kidnapped. That's all I'm saying. Because you had some very nice kidnappers. And I didn't know the 2023 kidnappers make sure the people got money in their socks and paint their nails and give them new wigs. Unless they was putting them on the host stroll. I'm just being totally honest. Because if they blindfolded you, as you said to the police, and they didn't blindfold your arms and everything, and they pushed you over a fence, and you didn't break and run from the fence, I'm not going to fight for myself. But you was just on the internet ready to knock this stripper's head off her shoulders because she was screwing your man. And you telling me you want to put up that much fight for your life? That's where the issue is coming in at, baby. If you would have said you was out there, you was fighting for your life. You know, the way your mama said you was in it, fighting for your life. Your ex-boo that deleted you off his page because he knew you was lying once that police conference came out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold you because had it been me, child, honey, they wouldn't even seen the girl. I'd have deleted you before the damn evidence came out because for some reason I would have knew you was lying because I don't dealt with you, so I already know how far you willing to go. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't displayed your level of crazy, at some point you shown me that you're capable of doing something of this elaborate scheming of sorts. I don't even consider this a damn scheme because didn't nobody even believe it from the damn jump. Once we saw you on the shoulder and we saw that it was no baby, we ain't believe nothing else that was going on. We said you was hiding out. Day 2, once that video footage came out, day 2, baby, day 2, day 3 tops, we already knew you was hiding out somewhere. You was gonna come back and say you was fake kidnapped. We already had that in our minds. I ain't even gonna lie. I even said this to friends. If I was your grandmother and your mama, honey, when them police would have left up out that hospital room and it would have been just me, you and your father and your grandmother, or just me and your father and that mama, I'd have beat the holy hell out of you in that damn hospital. They would have came back in there and saw that you had real war wounds because I would have beat shit out of you. And you saying that you was fighting for your life, but the only thing you did was got a scratch on your lip and a torn shirt. Girl, you tore your shirt and scratched your lip when you was running through the goddamn trees to get in your neighborhood. Who is you playing with? Girl, you ain't never been back in through them woods a day in your life. But for some reason, this day, I mean, don't get me wrong, because y'all must have exploited it at some point. You done took a trip to see how long it would take you to get through that brush to get there. You did. You did. Ain't nobody, and you ain't walked from wherever they had you on 50 or whatever in that container. You ain't walked from there. That girl, they dropped your ass in somebody's corner. Give it time. Somebody gonna have the video footage of you getting out of a car at some point and you coming down that damn street. Because it's mighty funny that you walking down the damn street, but then as soon as you get close to your family home, your home rather, I ain't gonna say your family, well yeah, it is your family home because you don't own nothing. So your family, your mom and your daddy's house, you wanna break out running. Child, please, you supposed to been running from the time they caught you on the first damn camera. You supposed to been running for dear life. Girl, you supposed to been running like it was 18.782345600 million dollars at the end of that. As soon as you got to the front door, that money was yours. You supposed to be running, okay? Your hair was braided, and that's another thing. You said she was playing in your hair. What hair? Child, what hair do you got? We seen how much hair you got. You ain't got a whole lot of hair. Did the white lady gonna be sitting there playing in your hair? Was she rolled your hair to give you a new wig? But you just said the man jumped out of a tree. He jumped out of a tree, which I'm still amazed to see what tree he jumped out of, because we was watching the whole goddamn time, but we ain't see nothing fall out them trees. We ain't even see you walk into the damn trees. Like, we didn't see you walk into the trees. If you would have walked your ass in the trees, I could have. You would have been better off walking in the trees. You'd have been better off walking in the trees. That's what you should have did. You should have walked in the trees. Because it'd have been like, oh, I was going, the baby ran, and I was running into there after the baby because I didn't want the baby to get hurt. Like, that's what you should have did. You should have ran into the damn tree. Why you went into the trees? God. Oh, you making me hot, child. And it's already hot. Oh, girl. The devil out here, him and his henchmen out here playing kickball. They think it's Jamaica. They out here playing football out here. The football league. So, child, you was getting on my nerves, child. You and your family. And your mama who got up on national damn TV and lied. Now, see, your parents had me the first one because that was genuine. They was genuinely concerned about you. See, they hadn't got that phone call from you. Because, see, I believe that you called your parents and your mother told you and your father that, I ain't gonna lie, I believe they both told you if you don't get your little black A home, and you got less than 24 hours to do it. That's why you got home at 9-something that night, because your mother and them was filming from Atlanta, and then the very next day the police sat there and told your mama that they was doing a press conference on Wednesday. They said they was doing it on Wednesday. They was doing it on Wednesday. So whether y'all want to talk to me today or y'all just do it however you do it, we gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to hit, look, girl, CALLIE. Girl, you'd have been better. Hey, what's up with you stealing from the job? And what the hell is it? What was you going to do with the toilet paper? What the hell was you going to do with the toilet paper? You see what I'm saying? All this, you see what they did? They got you out here. They clowning you. The national news is clowning you, baby. They said Cheez-Its and toilet paper. Cheez-Its and toilet paper. You could go to the dollar store and get a roll of toilet paper for $1. What would be the purpose of stealing the toilet paper? What, you was hiding in the damn trees? Well, you couldn't hide in those for too long because the search party came out there. I know you heard them. They probably had, I don't know if they had the dogs out, but I'm pretty sure if they brought the dogs out, they could tell your ass did not go through the woods. That's how I believe initially they knew that this was a host, because they had them greyhounds out there, them dogs out there, them dogs sniffed you, and they stopped. They went all the, look, y'all, mark my words. If they come out with the second press conference and they say anything about a dog sniffing that damn car and it goes down underneath of that embank to the road that's underneath, when you go further down the road where it is, if it leaves them down there and the sin stop, chick, you in for it. Girl, I don't even live there, and I don't told you what you did, child. You need to stop. You don't make people waste their good old prayers, but you know what? God take care of babies and fools. He do. Because he damn sure take care of my crazy behind. I ain't even gonna hold you and I ain't gonna lie to you. He does. The Lord knows he does. He does. And I still got some Powerade, y'all. Drop some ice in it. But he ain't gonna sure take care of me, honey. But as much as I've been mad at my man, as much as I might have been mad at my parents, now everybody's thought about running away from home, but baby, we do that when we baby teens, when we like 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to wash the dishes, we don't want to take out the trash, we don't want to do all that. Mama don't curse us out, fuss us out, and all this other stuff. We don't want to do it, you know what I'm saying? We be, in our feelings, start little tantrums and stuff like that, and be like, la 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 la, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but at 25, baby, what your parents gonna tell you? What they gonna tell you? What is it? Was you flunking out of school? It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we think we capable of doing things and we find out that we aren't. You just got to go a different route. Or maybe pick a different course of schooling. You might not have been able to do nursing, but you might have been a CNA or, whatever. Maybe be a lab tech. Do something, child. Don't sit up here and plan a whole elaborate thing. See, your problem was you wasn't thinking that they was going to look for you nationwide. But see, you messed up when you said the white baby. And I get it. You in Alabama, so you at this point, I don't even know what to say to you, child. You got me so damn irritated. I want to say so much more, but ooh, child. And Miss, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get off of you right now. I come back to you, child, because you don't work on my damn nerves. I ain't even gonna lie, you don't work on my damn nerves. Because had you been my child, I'd beat your ass in that damn hospital room. I ain't even gonna lie. Soon them doctors would have walked out to that room, they'd be like, okay, we're gonna let her get some rest. We can spend a few more moments. We're gonna let Carly get some rest, and then tomorrow we'll go at the day and see how she's doing, and we'll release her to go home and get some rest. Honey, when that doctor, or the female doctor or the male doctor, whichever one took care of you, honey, when they walked out, or the nurse, whichever one, when they walked out that door, just understand it, when they walked out of that door, before they walked out the door, my hand, I'd have been holding your hand. Child, I'd have been holding your hand. I'd have been stroking your hand. Baby, oh, God. Because, see, I got over my initial shock when you came home. You knocked on the door with your little fake ass. Okay? But, honey, when they would have... Girl, I'm trying to tell you, once that nurse or that doctor walked themselves outside of that door and that door would have closed, I would have beat the holy hell out of you. I'd have popped you at least 2 or 3 times. I promise you I would have popped you about 2 or 3 times. I'd have popped you. I might not have popped you in your face, but I'd have popped you. Or I'd have slapped you upside your head and let you know that when you get home, child, I'm going to tear your ass up. I don't care how grown you are. That would have been the day I'd have showed you why they call me who I am. I'd have showed you, because before I was your mama, I was me. And I can handle my own. I would have showed you exactly why my name rung bells in the damn city. Or in your case, in the town. Child. I would have... let me move on past you, child. Miss Russell, I ain't gonna tap my screen. I don't feel like it, because it's gonna stop. I don't feel like doing all that, because I just want to get this video. I'm already 37 minutes and 12 seconds into it, and it's like this is minutes of my life I can't get back, and I already tried this like 5, 6, 7 times. If this don't work, we just gonna not upload, okay? And I just wasted all this time sitting here, and I ain't even begin to start cleaning out my daggone truck, because if I don't clean my truck out, my baby daddy gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy. I done told him about 2, 3 times I'm gonna clean out this truck. Now today I'm physically off today. I'm going to clean out this truck, okay? So that's my mission and my goal for today. Y'all like my little bracelet? Ain't she cute? Y'all see? Up. Y'all, I'm wrong. See? Ain't she cute? And what I like about this, I got it from a Spanish store. Look, y'all. It's like you can pull it, and it shows how big, and then you just... Well, it's good to have another person, but of course, y'all know I'm by myself, so I gotta use my teeth. Sorry, you guys. I mean, hell, you gotta do what you gotta do. See what I'm saying, Carly? You do what you gotta do. You ain't had nothing tied, and your ass ain't try to run. Child, please. Talking about something you know it was a woman there that you ain't here before. Then who the hell was painting your nails? The dude? If you ain't never physically see the woman, then who was painting your nails? You said the woman was feeding you Cheez-Its for 2 days, and you telling me you ain't see this woman's face? She ain't paint your nails? When she paint your nails in your sleep? Let me not give y'all goddamn ideas, because I swear to goodness, if I ever hear any of the things I said on this video come out your mother or your mouth, trying to excuse away what you did, child, I'm coming to hoover myself. I'm knocking on the door. Child. I'm coming. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but I'm coming. That ass whooping will come. It doesn't matter. God will deliver it when it needs to be delivered. I hate to use the Lord's name and whooping your tail, but that's the truth. You just have to go about it that way. Because, child, you don't make me pass the hell out. Now, Miss Russell, why you get your ass on national TV and lie? You knew the story that your daughter told you in that house when she came home, because she told you, because you asked her. You wouldn't be a mom if you didn't ask her where you been, how you doing, are you okay? Okay, and once your daughter been like, because she said to you she was okay. She ain't pass out in your damn arms. She ain't do none of that crap. She told you what happened. At least she told you the story that she wanted you to believe. Or she might even broke down and told you the truth. Because me, I'm banking on more she told you the truth. Because if anything, you sound like you a Southern mother. You told her, if this blows up in my face and make a fool out of me, girl, I know you don't have that conversation by name. Oh, honey, you and your husband don't even argue about this. You won't bring yourself on national TV and lie to the world like we couldn't see through your lies. And you and your husband sitting there. And you know what? Blink twice, sir, if you need some help. Because that's what it looked like. It looked like you need to blink twice. You know, you look like you was uncomfortable. You look like you didn't want to be bothered. Like you just wanted to be everywhere else but in that damn interview. Now, you could have played the safe and just let her go up there. If I was you, I'm going to be honest with you. If I was you, I would have played the safe. I would have let her ass go up there by herself. She won't lie. She'd have went up there and lied by herself. And they'd have asked me, well, where was you when your wife lied and came on national TV? I'd been like, I was at the hospital. Or I was up there tending to my daughter. I was trying to figure out what's going on. I wouldn't get on no more platforms with my wife if I was you, sir. Because when these police come back down and they issue an indictment for your daughter or your wife or you gonna wish like hell you was nowhere in the vicinity. So if I was you, I would say no. If I was you. That's just me. I would. Because, baby, none of this shit made any kind of sense. None whatsoever. It didn't make any kind of sense whatsoever. None of it. No one ever believed there was a baby on the shoulder. Girl, you'd have you would have had more people behind you in the community if you'd have said you got abducted by aliens. I promise you, if you'd have told everybody you got abducted by aliens, everybody would have loved you more. I promise you. I ain't lying. I would have been like, she got abducted by aliens, y'all. We got to talk to her because they could have gave her some type of power. They could have gave her something that she could have seen into the future, you know, or something. She about to tell her parents what the numbers is next month. She don't saw something futuristically, you know. She got the cure for cancer and AIDS and honey, all the new diseases about to come out. Girl, you should have said you got abducted by aliens. Shit. Instead of sitting up here saying a 6-foot white man with red hair and bald in the middle. Oh, but you can see everything on him, but you couldn't see the girl. Child, your lying ass. Excuse my French face. I mean, I'm about to say Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook that much, child. I just go through and scroll through. You know, I consider Facebook the senior citizen building because, like, you get kicked out for everything. You go on there, you make too much noise, Facebook gonna kick you out, honey. Then you go on there and play some music, Facebook be like, not today. Oh, not today. So I feel like Facebook is a senior citizen building. I feel like Instagram. Okay, this is how I feel. Instagram is for the hoochie mamas, you ghetto girls, you know, that's the community right there. That's the hood, okay? The community. Instagram is the hood of things. Facebook is the senior citizens home, and YouTube is the middle class. It's middle class. It's like you graduate because it's like you come from Instagram, you migrate through YouTube to ultimately end on Facebook because you'll be in a senior citizen building. That's just how I see it. Don't take it personally. That's just my intake. Don't come over here in these comments. The one time I tell you to comment, you want to come over here and talk smack. Don't be doing all that. Don't do that. That ain't even necessary. Stop being fake like that. Don't do that. I put my seat up some, y'all. Because I feel like I was leading too far back. But yeah, y'all, like I'm dead serious. Like, girl, you tried it. You should have just said aliens came. Y'all didn't see the light. I don't know how you didn't see the light. All I saw was the light, and I went up in the stars, and they was like, ooh. And girl, you should have did it all. Like, I'm serious. Like, you should have just, ooh. Girl, when you came back in the police, you supposed to have been talking crazy. You supposed to have been talking to yourself, child. To get out of this and to stop your parents from having to pay 6 figures, because the attorney that was on the channel, what was it? what it was, Channel 13 News, I believe. ABC 13, one of them, whatever. Anywho, that lawyer that sat on there, they was like 6 figures, honey. And I ain't saying that your parents ain't got 6 figures, but who want to give up 6 figures voluntarily, and we in a damn recession? With the notion that now I might got to change jobs because of your lie. Your father, you work for one of the most prestigious banking companies, whatever, in the world. Like, what the hell was you thinking? You wanted that much attention? Girl, you'd have been better off just stealing another Benz from off the property. Girl, you should have just took your mama Benz. Because if you driving around in the Benz, mommy and daddy riding around in the Benz or Benz coupe, one of the two old Benz truck, whatever they got, or Range Rover, girl, you should have took the damn the Range Rover and hid it from your mother. That's what you should have did. You should have just hid it from your mama for like 3-4 days. Girl, you'd have got her alive. She'd been mad as shit, but you had a better chance doing that, child, than sitting up here playing Russian roulette with your life. Because that's exactly what the fuck you did. You played Russian roulette. And again, let me say all of this is alleged. Except the part about the aliens, you know. You should have just, that's what you should have did. Yeah, that's what you should have did. You should have, yeah, that's what you should have did, child. You should just went on here and let the poor little aliens work. You should let the poor little aliens do what they do, child. You should have been claiming aliens. You've been seeing aliens, child. And then you hold that. Wait a minute. Now I gotta go back to you, Carly. Because, Mom, I'm gonna come for you. But the way I'm gonna come for you, I'm gonna need to do a separate video for you, child. Because I'm gonna read you your goddamn rights. You know damn well you're supposed to whoop that girl ass. You know you were supposed to whoop that girl ass. You know you were supposed to whoop that girl tail. Jesus Christ. Oh, child, Carly, why you ain't telling people that you was abducted by aliens? Why you telling people you was abducted by a white man to put you in a trailer that didn't tie you up, but gave you $107 to put in a sock, but they stripped you down of all your clothes? Child, you gonna have to talk eventually. Because if you don't, you're going to force the police hands to do some things. And if they get to doing their hands, and let's just be clear, I believe the FBI has gotten this. That's why they left out certain details in the conference. And that was a hidden way of letting us know. Because they said some things in that conference that we're like, oh, you know, that we bypass. That he purposely stated in there that the only way that anybody would know would be Carly and you as their family. Y'all know exactly. Them damn police officers ain't dumb. They told you what they gave you some time. I don't know how much time they gonna give you. I don't know if they gonna give you another 24 hours. I don't know. Let's see. Because I done been doing this video for almost an hour, y'all. And I don't know, y'all. Ooh, why my face just started looking extra oily, y'all. Just extra oily. Like I just bust out. You know, sweat out of nowhere. I told y'all my face is naturally oily. See, that looks better. My skin doesn't look so oily. But child, you'd have been better off just going on ahead and just telling the truth. You already went to the embarrassment part. It's already nationwide. Ain't nothing you gonna do. The only thing you can do is serve your time, pay your restitution, change your name, and hopefully get married and barefooted and pregnant and go on with your life. We'll forget about you in about 5 years until some news outlet marks the 5-year anniversary of your fake disappearance and hoax, and then it's gonna bring it all back up. But by that time, child, you'll be married and you'll look different because you done gained some weight. So the only people that's gonna know it's really you is people who really know you. But I digress. Because, Mama, I don't want to stop with you. I do. I really want to rip you a whole new one. That other video I did the other day was fire for your ass. Girl, I was on that ass. I was on that ass. I ain't even going to hold you. I was. Child. You'd have thought I was a doctor up in your coat. Like, I was on that ass, honey. Because I don't mean no harm. You need to get your ass whooped, too. Because you sitting up here protecting this girl. And don't get me wrong, I have no issue with you protecting your child, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to protect your child, you know, because they don't understand the ramifications at that. Well, I ain't even gonna say that, because she's 25 and she a female. Unless she has a learning disability, I don't see the purpose of her doing what she did. But again, I mean, I'm not her. I can't pass judgment on a child. I'm just judging her actions. She should have told everybody she got abducted by aliens. She'd have been better off, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. She would have been better off. Why I look like I'm sleepy? Oh, child, got my eyes look like they're heavy. I think it's because it's hot out here, girl. But look, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here, because one, it's getting too damn hot, and I still gotta clean out this dirty ass truck and vacuum it out and everything. Lord, y'all, why I ain't do that when I first came out here? Why? I didn't do this when I first came out here, y'all. Why did not do this? Why did I not do this? Why? Oh well, y'all got a little dosage of me. It's just hot. Y'all gotta wait till I get underneath AC. I'm gonna do another video later on tonight. Hopefully we'll get some more news to figure out what's going on. CALLIE, honey, I pray they take it easy on you, because you know your governor, I mean I'm sorry, I'm looking up at my mirror. Your district attorney, excuse me, he's white. He's Caucasian. And it's because the election time, child. They gonna make an example out of you, child. They are gonna make a true example out of you, child. I ain't gonna sit here and try to lie and say that I would trade places, because I'd be lying, child. Because if it was child, would have said I got abducted by aliens. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd have ran around in circles like 4 or 5 times in the grass, girl. I'd have made it believable, girl. I'd have been like, I'd have been running around in the damn circle. I'd have been, get out, like, what the fuck is wrong with this chick? This chick had a, girl, they see, if you would have did that, see, what you should have did was broke down and started running around in circles, you know, kicking up your feet and just jumping up in the air and shit. They would have thought something wrong with you mentally, girl. You probably would have, girl, they put a slap on your wrist and they'd have sent you on your damn way. You'd have just known to be crazy. But hell, you know what you your ass went crazy. You wouldn't have to spend no jail time, and you probably wouldn't have to worry about restitution either, because they would have thought there was something wrong with you. And then when you sat in front of the doctors, I would have did the same thing. I'd have sat there and answered some questions and then blanked out. Like I blanked out. They were like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I'd have started standing up and jumping up in the air and started talking to, I'd have made up a person. Kaduda, I don't know what else you want me to do. Hell, I'd rather go in the crazy house. Oh, well, shit, that's going to jack you up from nursing. Well, child, you shouldn't have did it. Look, I was trying to give you an out, but the only out that I can clearly see that probably would have made some sense if you said you would have got abducted by aliens. That would have been more of the thing to do in Alabama. I would have said I got abducted by aliens. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'd be like, I got abducted by aliens, baby. I'm gonna have an alien baby. They got me. I'd be like, they got me. The aliens gonna come back and get me. I can't tell you the truth, because I can't tell you what the aliens did to me, because they're gonna come back for me. I'm scared of the aliens now. Child, I ran that damn thing in the road. Instead of watching Take It, and you know what, you just gave my movie of all time a bad condensation on it. Like, now that every time I watch a movie Take It, I'm gonna be thinking of your dilly behind. See how you do that, girl? Hush puppies and hash browns, child. Hush puppies and hash browns, child. Two totally different things. You just, girl, it's like, oh, excuse me, you trying to tell me that an apple and an orange is going to produce a giraffe, and I'm supposed to believe that if you take an apple and an orange and you put them together, I'm going to have a giraffe. Child, my 5-year-old could have probably told a better lie than that. I'm telling you, your best story was aliens. If you'd have said you would have got abducted by aliens, you could have went somewhere with this. Could have went somewhere with this. But it's your girl keeping the pushing this hot. I'm about to clean out this truck so that tomorrow when I drop it off, so to get the work that it needs to work on. My truck gonna be junky. But yeah, y'all. I want some chicken wings, y'all. Cause I don't eat Cheez-Its, and it ain't cause of you, Carly, but I just don't eat Cheez-Its. And the kids, they might like it or whatever, but I don't even feed my kids Cheez-Its, child. That's stuff that you give one of TOs at daycare. You give them little Cheez-Its so they can go sit down somewhere and watch a little Mickey Mouse or something. I was singing the alphabet song, child. I don't know what you was thinking, child. No, I ain't even gonna say that because you wasn't thinking, child. But let me go and get out of here, y'all. All right, pushing crew. Hit a like. And for those of y'all that are new to this video and to this channel, hit the subscribe button. It's your girl keeping pushing. Always keeping it pushing for another day, a new adventure, a new love interest of your life. And when I say love interest, it doesn't necessarily mean a man, and it doesn't necessarily mean a woman. It means anything that you find a love and interest in. So it's your girl keeping it pushing, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, hit the like, subscribe, and share, sister. It helps me with the algorithm. Y'all can start liking some of these videos. I know it's only, I think I got like 15, 16 videos up. Y'all need to do something. Like, stop. Don't be mean. Don't be evil. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Comment and tell me if I wasn't, hopefully I didn't rant too far off. I just didn't want to get back into the glory details of lining up the road and stuff. Because it's like for the past week we've been doing that. I don't even care. I'm just going to call you out and tell you you're a liar, girl. You lied. Your mama lied. Your daddy sat up there and he didn't technically lie because he didn't say anything, but he didn't know whether to say yes or no. That man was so goddamn confused. Y'all got that man so confused. He don't know if he coming or going. And if I'm wrong and you got something smart to say, Mr. Russell, you can kiss my just playing. I know. Blink twice, baby. Blink twice so we know you okay. If you need some help, blink twice. Just let us know. Just all you gotta do is blink twice. Go. Real quick, real quick. She ain't gotta know. Let her be talking to you. Just blink twice. Matter of fact, blink 4 times so we know it's real. You know, because we can't trust you. Blink twice. You might be like your daughter, just tell a bold-faced lie. So you gotta wink 4, 5 times so we know that you mean business. You mean come get you now. Find a bus, car, something, plane. Throw you a life preserver. You know, send you a bird or something. You know, just something. Jesus. Y'all let me clean this daggone truck out for this man yelling and fussing that I bought him a dirty car. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Later.